I'm Nicholas Burnage and you're watching at BBC News. Here's the headlines. New migrants boat lands in Italy from Tunisia. Christchurch earthquake, recovery unpinned by weather. Baby's body exhumed in Kent in cold case murder. Cannabis use raises psychosis risk studies. Wales rugby fan Six Nations, tickets warning. New migrants boat lands in Italy from Tunisia. A boat carrying 347 illegal migrants from Tunisia has reached Italy. They've come in a fishing boat and were crossing for weeks with the bad weather. Thousands of Tunisians arrived on mid-February. Italy's Interior Minister Roberto Maroni said there was fear of illegal migration from Libya too. Bad weather and resumption of Tunisian naval patrols has been discouraging migrants from making the journey. In the boat who arrived on Wednesday was also two German TV journalists who had filmed the crossing. Next news, Christchurch earthquake. The recovery of people has been impeded by weather. We joined Julia Jackson on the spot. Julia, could you tell us something about the weather?
Yes, Nicola, strong winds and dust storms are hampering recovery works as a search for the bodies of those killed by last week's devastating earthquake in Christchurch. Continues. Now we know that number of deaths stand at 160, but it cloud climbed up to 240. We need to alert people. Residents have been using face nets as strong winds have wiped up the silt and debris coating the streets of the city, the center of which remains hazardous. Rescue officials says here foreign students from Japan, China, Thailand and elsewhere have not yet been found in the rubble of the Canterbury TV building. Students, volunteers and about 600 foreigners calling themselves the Army Army. They are in the street and helping clear away more of the silt business. The future of the city centre. It was Julia Jackson for BBC News. I give you back to you, Nicola.
Thank you, Julia. Next topic with a baby's body exhumed in cold case. A report of Rosa Turner.
The body of a newborn baby girl was found by workers near Singleton Lake in 1995 and will be exhumed as Kent police reopened the murder inquiry. It saw she was born between 26 March and 3 April. Post-mortem showed she died of asphyxiation and parents were never found, but detectives hope to find them with new technology and no one was prosecuted.
Right now, a cannabis study with Nicholas White.
Today, a study on young adults aged between 14 and 24 years old is done. This study suggests that cannabis use comes first rather than people taking it for maladies. The professor Jim van Oz from Netherlands worked with researchers from Germany, Switzerland and United Kingdom. The study results say that using cannabis as a teenager or young adult increases the risk of psychosis.
And now the sport news, presented by Barbara Andrews.
Hello everybody. Today the news of the sport will be devoted to our lack of tickets for a rugby match. The Union has identified a number estimated about 1,000 people will attend them. The Millennium Stadium is determined to regulate the trade in hospitality package for the benefit of all concerned. The Welsh Rugby Union had identified about 8 websites and the orders of null and void tickets.
Thank you, Barbara. Could you talk us about the weather now?
Today, the 2nd February, we celebrate the Saint Eugenie. To begin, the lowest temperature will be less 3 degrees and the highest 12 degrees. In the north of England, in Scotland, the morning temperature is of less 1 degrees and for the afternoon will be of 7 degrees. In Ireland, the temperature are to 3 degrees for the morning and 6 degrees for the afternoon. To finish with the country of Galles, the temperature of the morning is to 1 degrees and 10 degrees for the afternoon. The sun will set down at 7 o'clock and will rise at 8 o'clock. Good afternoon.
Well, it's the end of this news bulletin. Thanks for watching us. I wish you a good evening.